with Bubbles, with his corgi. That's like he'd just sit outside with a dog, and everybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, a doggy!"
Yeah, you'd see nobody in the venue playing games. They'd be outside with Bubbles.
Well, and also it was nice because you had 200 people at those locals, and so some people had to go outside, and then lo and behold, there's a dog out there. But we got to talk about a different animal. That animal, I'm not going to say it's the bird. I'm talking about Chef. He plays like an animal, and he has been doing so tonight. He's going up against a very, very clean and kind of a new and improved 2.0 version of Kazma.
Yeah, and Chef's trying to find his groove back. You know, like I said, his results against the Robs kind of have been waning, but he's also learning. You know, he's not just standing by and saying that combo was cool and then stops there.
And every player goes through upswings and downswings. Right now, Kazma in an upswing, certainly in this game alone, as he takes that first stock. Chef's going to have to find a way to fire back. We saw earlier with Shokyo, he's very, prompt to do so. He's trying to get something started on this platform. Firebird certainly had to be a misinput, but he will nonetheless get punished for it.
Yeah, Chef trying to go Super Saiyan, just stop momentarily. You know?
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good, actually.
Yeah. I'm all right.
Nobody worried about me.
Yeah. Chef answering back really quickly, too.
As we expect. Again, like when Chef is not in a downswing sort of trajectory as a player, that's the kind of thing that he does. He's just always firing back at a moment's notice. Great angle.
He said fires, you said fire.
No, and it was a great angle
Yeah.
that he took with that too, because he knew, okay, if I go straight to the ledge, Kazma's going to have enough time to get that down air out and flip around the other way. You get the up smash, which has been oh so effective for him. So Chef's going to have to pull out some more tricks, like interrupting that down air we saw earlier to get himself back into this set.
Yeah, Kazma up smash, that's his trademark. It's copyrighted. You can't even say that without paying royalties.
Ooh!
And you can't say Chef without side B either.
I mean, what can you say that hasn't been said already? That you can't spell Chef without side B, I guess.
Oh
but
my God.
He is like playing with anger tonight, dude.
You're getting clipped. That's a clip. Even
Play against Chef, you're getting clipped.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's just maybe not even anger. It's just vengeful.
Yeah.
We talked about like a couple of the last weeks. He seemed like he's not on top of his game, which is why I was bringing on, the upswings and downswings, right? But when he gets out of those downswings, he just goes, he plays spitefully. He's like, what have I been missing out on? Why couldn't I just be doing all of this?
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take you where the camera can't watch.
I'm going to combo you where the camera can't watch. Oh, but Kazma interrupting that high Phantasm. Saw it a few times. We've seen him on top of it every single one.
Yeah, and we've seen Shokyo catch onto the Phantasm with that bouncing fish, and here we're seeing Kazma catch onto it with that side B.
I mentioned before that Gabe is so good at adapting, particularly to more effectively being able to apply his punish game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finding openings to get those big combos, those big things started. And to see him already be doing that in the middle of game one of a best-of-5 set means that Chef is really going to have to shift into another gear to keep up with him.
What song is this?
This is from ARMS. This is
That's such a boring game, but this song is a jam.
ARMS has some good music, dude. This is like, it's got the flamenco like guitars and snaps.
What the heck?
Dude, flamenco music's so good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dude,
this is a banger.
If you've ever played Ace Combat Zero, the final boss of that game is like super epic orchestral with hard guitar and also flamenco beats in the back.
Okay.
It is one of the best songs of all
you
time.
gotta DM me that.
I will.
That sounds so up my alley.
You know what's up my alley, Thrillho? Getting to watch Chef do big combos. That's one of the reasons why he likes small Battlefield, because he does not have to play with large swaths of space, so he's able to get up into your face quickly.
Oh,
Kazma
no.
able to do the same, though. Missing the edge guard, though, and again, Chef just sticking to his guns, knowing, all right, if I don't give up, I've got the distance to make it back. Third arm rotor certainly going to be enough to do it, though, and the game will be evened up.
That was so funny. Kazma ran off, fared, and missed. And then he just kind of drifted down, a little bit. Because just rob things. You whiff him aerial trying to edgeguard somebody. You just kind of chill out.
Mhm.
You know, you're not really in a big danger off there.
Well, we've seen Kazma get punished in the startup of a couple of really committal moves, particularly that side B has been an issue. Some of the landing aerials as well. Chef has been able to interrupt, and look at that tomahawk up tilt, catching Kazma, DIing perfectly, and nonetheless, it does not matter. Back air enough to take it, and Chef working with a big lead.
Man, talking about big, that was a big reach for that up tilt. Scooped him from so far away. Maybe we're on this big.
That's, you know, scholars have been asking this question for years. What size is Rob? Is it a small boulder the size of a large boulder?
Yeah, we'll probably never know.
We'll never know. Up tilts.
Drag
Mixing it up
down?
with a forward air to drag down, I like that. A lot of people probably would just cash out with a back air or an up air or something, but Chef doing there's more, riding the wall too.
These
this
angles,
is his game.
These angles are the best, and you have to if you want to
shangle?
dodge. If you want to dodge that down air, cover so much area.
Wow.
Speaking of covering so much area, that up smash.
We saw a hint to the fact that Chef is very much on top of his game. I don't know if you caught it, but there was about a half of a second where he was walking. And when Chef starts simply walking across the stage,
Scariest thing ever.
you're done.
Right
You've
up,
lost.
right up to like a walking Kazuya. It's like walking Chef. Like a walking
Oh,
Kazuya.
speaking of Kazuya. Speaking of Kazuya,
What the?
we are about to see it. I was talking to Gabe earlier when we
What
were playing.
the-
He played quite a bit of Kazuya against me. He says, I've been working on this character for a little while. I've given in. He's fun. I enjoy the combos. And he said, if I feel like I need it, I just might counterpick FD and Kazuya. And he is going to do it. And Chef's like, wait, you were serious? I told you it could happen, and we're going to get to see it. Kazma, for the first time, breaking out the Kazma Mishima.
And he counterpicked him to FD.
He's doing strings!
He counterpicked him to FD.
He did. He did do it. That's the use case for him. He says, I need a game. Maybe I start doing FD Kazuya. So
my
far,
God.
Chef is still the one working. And again, remember, the Kazma Mishima is a bit green. And so it will be a struggle to get things started for him. Chef immediately getting out to an early lead, and one of the big things that Kazma has yet to master is that Kazuya recovery. Also, I will bring this up. His favorite move is Kazuya forward smash.
Oh my gosh.
He basically told me, if I ever just drop a combo, I just forward smash. If they fall into it, it's their problem.
Yeah. I mean, that thing is good.
He
But
loves that
We've seen
move.
Chef pick apart like lesser Kazuyas. You know, he did do it to Nito at Rise and Grind.
We'll have to see if he can handle the read the roll. Again, this is where Chef gets scary. He walks, he simply turns around in place. The set's already over. Kazma being pushed to the brink with the Kazuya, even past it. Chef taking a full stock lead with that down air, and he is just not giving Kazma an inch.
Yeah, raise drive going nowhere too. But I mean, well, let's see. You know, I mean, it is Kazuya. There is no such thing as a deficit.
The thing is, the Kazma Mishima is so, it's not clean at all, but he plays with the heart of 10,000 lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this lion is going to the
Yeah.
blast zone. You know, it's always good to try new things. You know, sometimes you wanna play a character.
I wanted to take a look and just kind of, you know, I respect it.
I know.
I gave him like you tried, and he was like, I tried.
I'm on Chef's side.
I tried. I want to.
I'm on Team Chef.
I don't want to see it again.
I'm on Team Chef.
I do think we're going to see the Rob come back. A valiant effort. Just Kazma Mishima needs a little bit more time in the lab, I think.
Did you see Chef give Kazma the one finger electric wind god one finger?
the electric wind god finger.
Yeah, right
which is
before
still
the set.
EWGF, I will point out.
Right before the sets.
I killed a man
like-
with just one finger.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but it wasn't the thumb.
He blew him away. 'Cause
Going back to
he
Rob.
pointed at him. Is
Yeah.
what he did, obviously.
You know, you can point with several fingers. People don't know.
He gave him the finger guns.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, the middle gun.
failed experiments aside, we're back to the Rob. We will have to see if Kazma can return valiantly. as we go back to small battlefield where Chef looked insanely comfortable in that game 2.
Yeah.
Weird how game 2 was the last game, even though it's game 4. Isn't it funny how that works? That we just didn't have a game 3.
Yeah, we just skipped over it.
What
We're
happened
like,
to it?
I've seen this one.
Oh my
He
gosh.
dies at the end.
You know, I won a set with Donkey Kong earlier today. And part of the reason that happened is because I just took a game to tilt my opponent. And I did. Maybe Kazma is thinking just that. If I can tilt Chef, I can get this game 4 win, and then we go to game 5, anything can happen. Great recovery again by Chef, though. Been so wary of the way that Kazma wants to attack him off stage.
Did you win the set?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I played DK for 1 game.
Oh.
But it worked. The DK did win.
Just like that up smash worked.
Wow.
Kazma was like, huh?
Chef does indeed be doing work. Great mash out, but gets caught by the instant double jump up air, I might add, because he knew that Chef was going to mash out so high, immediately covering with that up air. That was a decision that Kazma had to make, and it worked.
CBDW does have a nice ring to it.
Chef be doing work, yeah, okay.
Oh, he
Does it have a good ring to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
CDBW.
I'll take your word for it.
It's kind of a tongue twister.
But Kazma's also getting twisted by Chef right now. He is on top of his game with these punishes. Kazma just hasn't been able to match him there, so he needs this. Yes, sir, he does need it, and he gets
Chef. Just because, you know, I mean, that's just a faster Chef combo. You know, it's just 3 hits.
Oh,
no.
No gyro in hand, which is one of the reasons Chef was able to make it back. Kazma whiffing the arm rotor. Again, a little bit predictable on these ledge guards when he tries to chase off stage. Still on top of him, though. 90%. Grab not going to lead into the KO yet unless he chases the double jump again.
Way. Oh, no.
Great reflect.
This got so bad so fast. That's
boom.
it.
You know, maybe I wrote off the Kazma Mishima a little bit too early. Because it didn't win game 3, but I will firmly state that it won game 4.
It was a bait. It was a bait.
He
let his guard down.
He needed a paradigm shift, and by God, he got it.
Yeah.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
He wins with Kazuya when he doesn't even play the character. That's how broken Kazuya is.
Yeah.
You don't even have to play him to win a set with him. So game 5 to Northern Cave, where Chef just going to try to. I'm curious as to what it is about Northern Cave that Chef likes, because in my mind, it's a phenomenal Rob stage.
That, but maybe he just likes the platform extensions, you know, what he can play around with there and kind of snipe you under with the up tilt. We'll see.
We'll have to see. Chef definitely needs to be on top of his game against Kazma, because we saw that game 4. We saw a return of some of those brutal gyro combos that we hadn't seen too much of earlier in the set. And if Kazma can continue to start things up like that, this could end up being his set, despite the way it looked in those first few games.
I don't know if I agree with throwing the gyro back, you know? I feel like some of these raw players know how to pick it up the best.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
Right? That's part of playing the character. Just like as a Diddy Kong player,
From
you need to know
the back.
how do we work that. Rob is big.
Yeah.
We found the answer. There are scientific.
You were talking about that earlier, how he always gets the forward smash, and he had the read, just didn't let it go in time.
I almost threw up half of my intestines.
Half?
That was, yeah. Even the ones that aren't connected to my digestive system. That's how disgusting that read was.
Yeah.
And it barely didn't work out because Kazma just put a little bit too much sauce on it. And speaking of sauce,
man.
Chef is cooking with it right now. He is one stock away from punching his ticket to Winners Finals, but Kazma's not out of it yet.
Yeah, you need 5 moves to combo me. I could do it with 1 and a forward smash.
You can shop at 5 or 6 stores.
Yeah.
Or just 1.
God, Chef. Rob is Amazon. That
Chef,
makes total sense.
You got a big storm coming. Back air, but great drift there by Chef. Fighting his way back on with a down air. Love the creativity, but it's still getting him in hot water. And Kazma said he's not out of the game yet. One more big starter gets him to an even game. And that's the classic. We are at last stock game 5, and we've already seen a couple of these.
So fast, too. Like, Like, you blink and all of a sudden it's even game after Chef had such a commanding lead.
Like you said, you can't let your guard down even for a second against a guy like Kazma. Chef turning the Jets back on. 93% means, I mean, one more confirm could win him the game here.
Yeah, so much lag on that side B.
What a read.
Yeah.
What a read with that
Slow it
up air
out.
to finish the set. Chef pulling it back by the skin of his teeth, even though it looked like that was about to be the craziest momentum swing from Kazma. It does end up going the way of the bird, so it will be Chef versus Atomic. Another Falco Rob set in winners finals, and Kazma, much like Skeleton, is going to have to fight his way from losers quarters to further if he wants to get more than 5th in this tournament.
Yeah, what a crazy night.
It's a crazy night.
Yeah, and the one consistency is Chef got, he got Kazma, which is, it's a Rob, and then he got a break.
Yeah, and now he's going to get Atomic next. But before we get to more of the bracket, we're going to be sending it to a quick break, getting a caster swap and giving our players some time to get ready. So don't go anywhere. Stay in chat and stay tuned, as we have more Ultimate Shockwave 130 coming right up after this break.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Shockwave 130. Coming around to the end of this bracket, and you know that we had to do it big with your boys. Come on in, Disco. What's good with you?
Did you almost say your boys next door?
No. I want to so bad, though. Neighbor won't let me have it. Or no, I want neighborhood. Y'all are the boys next door. I want neighborhood.
Does he not give you neighborhood because that was him and Zan?
Yeah, but I'm gonna propose to him boys in the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try that one.
I like that because he is the hood.
The boys in the
And Zan was the neighbor. He was the hood.
Right.
So like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.